What's up, guys? Over here, and you're welcome to the community. So, a little bit over 2 months ago, we actually released the first video on this channel because this channel is pretty new, and that video actually sits in the financial strategist playlist. And it's actually a video I did based off one of the freelancing platform that I personally work with. So it was just me showing you how to get started on that freelancing platform. Now, one of the things is if you check the comment section of that video, by the way, if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to provide a link to that video so you can see and make positive use of that information. So one of the tips I shared was actually how to get registered for free. Well, the sad thing is, as of now, probably the Lithium team have actually dropped that. So moving forward, you just have to, just a heads up on there. Okay, when I had my own registration, it was available, which is what I used, and I actually missed it for a while. Like I kept missing that free window for a while until I finally got it, and now I was able to sign up, and well, I use the platform regularly now. So in this video, I'm just going to share you some tips. Okay, so a little bit about myself. I have a background in computer engineering, which allows me to share tips on how to better utilize your gadgets or to prepare your technical solutions when necessary, which is why this video exists in the first place. So real quick, just as a way of organizing things, this video will be sitting inside of the technical solutions folder playlist, I beg your pardon, both now and in the future to come. So as always is the case, if you're brand new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified, because from now onwards we'll be covering both ways to make money online and of course technical solutions as well. And by implication and extension, that means you could actually share your questions if you're having technical difficulties with your computer or something, or probably you need a recommendation as to what kind of system you need to get for certain functions. Feel free to use the comment section of this video to ask your questions, and I'll be more than willing to answer you, and I hope that works out for all of us. So as a way of progressing in this video, I'm going to be showing you a solution as to fixing a corrupt hard drive. So I am guessing, pretty much sure, that for some of you seeing this video right now, you should have probably 2 or 3 or even 5 flash drives that have actually been corrupted, and you thought they are bad. Some of you even threw them away, but some, like me, you kept them aside. In as much as your flash drive is not physically damaged, I mean smashed, stepped upon, or burnt, there is a pretty decent chance that that flash drive can actually be restored. So I'm just going to show you a way to actually do that in this video. So before we dive into the content of what to do and how to fix it, I'm just going to explain to you what a corrupt flash drive is. And by the way, I don't know what country you're currently viewing this video from, but just feel free to use the comment section of this video and let me know what country you're seeing this video from, because really, for all of the guys that are viewing or actually reached out to me using the comment section of the previous video, I'm actually grateful, and I really want to see more of you guys. So feel free to share and also let me know what country you're viewing from. So progressing, a corrupt flash drive is one that you would insert it into your computer. Your system gives you that detecting sound, but then you can't really access the content of of the flash drive. Okay, this happened to me. I was able to use my method to restore the flash drive. The next thing is, how do they behave? Well, like I said, when you insert a corrupt flash drive into your laptop, the system will actually detect that you inserted something, but when you click on your file explorer, you're not going to see anything. So for instance, I'm just going to insert mine now. I just did. My system gave that detecting sound, and I'm going to open file explorer quickly. My system is trying to detect. Okay, beautiful, we're there. And now this is it. So like I told you, this system was previously corrupted, so I had to use the method to wake up the system again. And so I made this flash drive bootable because I wanted to use it to format a computer. Okay, so if this flash drive was corrupted, I beg your pardon, I'm just going to go back here. If this flash drive was corrupted, you will not see anything. Okay, your system won't show you anything, but the laptop or the computer or the desktop detected that you inserted a drive. Okay, now for some of you, like I said before, you probably have multiple flash drives, you know, corrupted already, and you thought they are dead. So just hear me and hear me now. In as much as your flash drive isn't damaged physically, probably got burnt or stepped upon or smashed, there is a pretty decent chance that that flash drive can actually be restored. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. Okay friends, now that said, I believe you're ready, so let's get going with this process. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to click on this Cortana icon, and then I'm going to type in the word CMD, which stands for command prompt, and then the very first option that comes up, which is command prompt, I'm going to click and open this application. Now when I do, it is going to bring me into this coding interface, this command line interface. And feel free, I also know that for some of you, you're actually viewing this video from probably your mobile devices or your smart watches. I mean, you guys are awesome, you guys are on fire. So I have taken out the privilege to provide you the necessary command lines in the description of this video, so you could actually just copy and tag along. So the first thing I'm going to do is enter the word Diskpart in one word, Diskpart, and hit the enter button, and this is going to take me, oops, hold on, okay, okay, all right. I want to say list disk. Okay, so now I'm inside of the Diskpart environment, and I'm using the command line list disk. You're going to find all these command lines in the description of this video, so feel free, just listen and understand. Now once you're inside of this disk space, this list disk environment, something you're going to notice is to the far left of your screen, you're going to see the disk, and they are stated. The first one is disk 0, and then it just goes on like that. Now you need to know the size of your flash drive before you insert it into the computer, or before you arrive at this environment, because that is very, very important. You don't want to choose something different. For those of you that have partitioned storage devices, I mean your hard drives, you really want to know which is yours. I mean, so for my flash drive, it's a 14 gigabyte flash drive. That is how I know. Okay, so that means my own flash drive is disk 2, as you can see. Now something you want to keep in mind is for me, like I told you before, I had this experience, so I was able to restore my flash drive. So currently my drive is working, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to take you guys through the steps and show you what the steps look like. Okay, so I'm just going to say select disk 2, which is mine, and then hit enter. So now it says this 2 is now the selected disk. The next thing I want to do is enter the word clean. Okay, now the Diskpart has actually succeeded in cleaning my drive, I mean wiping it completely whole. And the next thing I want to do is what I use the word exit. So I want to exit this entire interface, and that's it. I'm out, completely out, and I'm just going to close out this place. And as you can see, my flash drive is back to nothing. Now you can see I just need to go ahead and do one more thing and make this flash drive usable again. So I'm going to go back to the search environment and then type in disk management, and it's going to take me to the environment respectively for that, which is where we need to complete the whole process. Okay, so you come here, and now the first one you're seeing, this is actually my hard drive, and it says it's healthy and it's online. Okay, so I'll scroll down, and then this is actually my flash drive, and it says unallocated. Okay, so you really need to go through all of these steps in order to successfully restore your flash drive. Now, for the sake of this video, as you guys saw previously, I had to sacrifice my files and take you guys through the steps like I was actually the victim, okay, of a corrupted flash drive. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly right click and then select new simple volume. Okay, so now that we're here, I really want to take some time out to explain to you something. Now you can see that the speed at which I'm actually executing this process is pretty fast, and that's because my system I'm using, it's a pretty decent and fast type for this kind of operation. And so I know that some of you probably are students seeing this video, or you're probably office workers seeing this video, or probably your programmers or gamers or graphics designers, whatever as the case may be, and you're considering probably upgrading your system or getting a brand new system. And one of the things you're looking out for is you probably want someone to help you recommend something to serve you better. I mean, from my own experience, one of the worst experiences you could have with using a computer is using the wrong kind of computer for the right kind of job. And if that job is something that demands a system that requires higher specifications and yours is a bit lower, that can really go messy, because the whole process can go laggy, and you really don't want that kind of experience. So what I have done in the description of this video is that I have gone ahead to recommend you the systems that could actually give you the best of experiences in whatever you're doing. So feel free to use that and use the links for any of the categories you fall into. And also, something you need to note is if you make a purchase with any of my links, I am qualified to get paid a certain commission completely at no cost to you, and that will be nice because it will help us to keep bringing you quality contents and value all at the same time. So guys, that's it. Now we're here. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the next button, next, and then this place it says volume label. This is where you could actually go and just name just whatever you want, just name it whatever you want, and then you hit the next button, next, and then you click it, and now you just sit back and watch the magic happens. Okay, so your system is going to go ahead and reconfigure that flash drive back to a usable format for you. As you can see, the system is back. It says the volume is name it, and then this is the size. Okay, so I'm just going to come back. You can see now that, hold on 1 minute, I'm going to go ahead and close out of this place, and you can see now that we have the flash drive back. Name it. I mean, this system, if you have flash drives, you thought probably so. Okay, let me just go ahead and reiterate myself. If you've probably experienced or had the experience of a flash drive, all of a sudden you just can't access the files anymore. Okay, you insert it into your computer, your system detects the flash drive, but it doesn't gives you the content of the flash drive. I mean, what could be the problem? No problem. No problem, because I have shown you the solution and it stays with you for life. And that is one of the things I aim to do with this channel, to give you quality content as much as I can. So guys, that's it. Now you have the solution. Like I promised, if you check the description of this video, you're going to see the command lines and steps required for you to fix your flash drive. So imagine if you have like five flash drives already sitting in your workspace, your whatever, wherever you're keeping them. Just reach for them, so long as they're not physically damaged, or I mean stepped upon, burnt, or something, physical damages. In as much as your flash drive has not encountered any of such, there is a pretty decent chance that that corrupted flash drive can actually be restored. So I hope this makes sense. All right guys, now before you leave, this is the point where I ask you to hit the like button, because I just gave you value and I would really appreciate you doing that. And also subscribe if you haven't already. In this channel we cover issues like this. I mean, these are the little things that makes the most of differences. Okay, and then lastly, feel free to check out the links in the description of this video. Whatever makes sense to you or stands out to you, feel free to take actions when necessary.